What is good, YouTube? All right, today we got every weapon so far in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now this game releases in October, I believe, and I'm ready for it. I hope you guys are ready for it. But let's take a look at every weapon so far in the game. It says to believe that there's 26 updated base weapons. I think we got the M4. I think we got the Honey Badger. I think we got the Scar, the Intervention, MP5. You get what I'm saying. So let's get right into this video. Let's check out this video by Espresso. He comes out with Call of Duty news all the time, and pretty much he lets us know like what's coming out, what's going on, like where's the leaks, etc. So subscribe to his channel. Also subscribe to my channel. You know, we're on the road to 100K, of course. Let's get it.
So that more filled out list includes the AK-47 with, as we'll come back to a couple of times here in discussion, likely a bunch of sub-variations here that we'll mention a bit more in depth when we talk about the gunsmith's new unlocked tree system, but we'll get there in a second. But talking about the base weapons that we know of, again, that AK-47 kicks things off. The M4 is seen, of course, many times here, with an M16 hybrid being somewhat behind there, again, coming back to sub-variants, which we'll get to in a second. The AUG we know of, the HK-33, though that's actually listed as the Lock 16 in-game, the pickup icon, matches the same way that I think it does. So the Lock 16 might just be their unlicensed name here for a couple of weapons, because the Lock name is something that we do see quite a few times in the raw listing and what we saw in gameplay behind the scenes that were applicable. I didn't put it in the names that we'll go over here in just a second, but that naming likely just being something that points.
Okay, so first and foremost, I'm excited for not only the M4, of course, I'm gonna be rocking that. That's gonna be my number one gun to rank up as far as like learning how to use it, getting it to max level, getting the first camo on it, and the AK-47 as well. But like I'm going to really work hard with the M4. Now the AUG, I don't really care for the AUG too much. I mean, I'm gonna use it to see if it's overpowered, to see if it actually does good damage. I'm excited to use this HK-33 Latch 16. Don't really know how that would look, but I'm excited to use it and see how it feels. Now, the Honey Badger has to be the most prominent one on this list that I am excited about, just because it is a Honey Badger, and I remember playing Call of Duty Ghosts, and I loved that gun. Like, that was my number one gun I used. Absolutely. That and the Remington as well. The Remington was kind of like the M4 on Call of Duty Ghosts, but, bro, on this game, Modern Warfare 2, bro, the Honey Badger, oh, my God. Speed. That's all I gotta say. Speed and quickness. That's kind of my go-to play style. I'm excited for the Scar as well. The Scar is usually OP, and I don't even know what the MCX is, but I'm excited to see that as well.
Points to maybe an the Vector, the MP7, the Uzi, the K-Block as it's known, but that's really just the PP19 that sort of buys in there with that, and the SIG MPX. The LMGs we know of the M.
All right, we gotta go back. We gotta look at the submachine guns right here. The MP5, okay, number one submachine gun you gotta have. Also the MP7. I kind of see those as similar guns to use. As far as skill and damage range, they kind of do similar things. I think the MP7 has a little bit more range just because the recoil is just a little bit more stable compared to the MP5. Now, the AK-74U, okay, I'm excited for this gun because I love a more speedy AK-47, and this is the 74U, so it's kind of like submachine gun based. I did use this a lot in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. I'm excited to see it back. Let's go. Let's get it. Now, the Vector. This might be an OP gun. This might be a hidden OP gun that everybody's going to use, but the recoil is going to be high, of course. The MP7, the Uzi as well. The Uzi might be lower tier compared to all these other submachine guns, but the Uzi probably should be pretty good. The SIG MPX, excited to see that, and the PP19 K-Block, excited to see that. Don't really know how that gun's gonna play out, but yeah. The MP5 though, probably my favorite, and then the MP7, and then probably the AK-74U. I'm not really familiar with the Vector anymore like I used to back in the day, so I'm gonna go with the MP5, MP7, and the AK-74U as my top three.
Uzi, the K-Block as it's known, but that's really just the PP19 that sort of buys in there with that, and the SIG MPX. The LMGs we know of the M4 Fight Light. The marksman rifles we know of the M14 EBR, though in-game, in mission, it's listed as the DM Mike 24, so that M24 sniper variation in-game. But again, coming back to it, we will describe those sub-variants in just a second.
I don't really care about the marksman.
Sniper rifles we know of the Remington MSR and the Barrett MRAD. The shotguns we know of the Benelli M4.
Okay, we gotta go back
to it. We will describe those sub-variants in just a second. The sniper rifles
the Remington MSR, okay. The Remington MSR is pretty much the sniper rifle. I think they had this. Did they have this gun in Call of Duty Ghosts? I think they had a Remington sniper rifle as well. I don't remember. This sniper is going to be overpowered. The Barrett as well. The Barrett is always overpowered. The Barrett is always a very good gun. One shot kill. Can't wait for that.
we know of the Remington
I'm
MSR and the
excited
Barrett
to
MRAD.
snipe.
The shotguns we know of the Benelli M4 and the
Shotgun,
Mossberg
don't really
500.
care about
Pistols we know of the
shotties.
Glock, the SIG P220, and the
Glock.
1911. The launchers we know of the Pila and the RPG-7. And the melees we know of a knife with potentially a throwing knife variant and/or equipment. Throwing knives were shown off in the wet work campaign mission. That's actually seen partially in the reveal trailer as well. That mission, not necessarily the throwing knives. But that about rounds out what we've seen officially speaking in regards to all of our key art, all of our trailers, all of our teasers, and also some stuff we saw from behind the scenes as well. But that said, coming back to it, we do know that we have all those base weapons, but as we talked about, there's a lot of weapons that could absolutely be variants. The M4 and the M16, I'm not expecting the M16 to be its own standalone weapon. That M16 hybrid is likely part of a sub-variation of the M4, as is the AK-105 that we've seen beforehand, being a sub-variation of the AK-47 base unlock of the weapon. Now, for those that may be newer to the channel here, as the past month or two, you didn't quite see our reveal videos for the Modern Warfare 2 reveal, we detailed a little bit about the gunsmith and the brand new systems in play. There's gonna be a lot of stuff here to play around with in actual gameplay, altering adjustments to your weapon and how you can build them out in the gunsmith, how you can customize.
I heard about this. Now, the customization, you know, with your attachments and stuff, apparently this is going to be a real thing. With handling, damage, fire rate, range, accuracy, recoil, and mobility, you're going to be able to control your gun from ADS speed to recoil, like the heavy to light. So if you want to run a quick based movement with your gun, which is kind of like me, I like to be lighter gun, running gun. I don't really care about long range that much, unless I'm playing Warzone. Now Warzone, obviously you're going to want a gun with recoil control, and you're going to want a gun with handling and damage, and specifically for range and fire rate, and accuracy as well. Now for me, you know, like I said again, I'm more of a short kind of guy. I want to stay quick, fast on my feet, be able to move out of pockets and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
Specific attachments, but the one thing that was detailed also with that was the progression system, a brand new unlock tree system for weapons overall, where theoretically you have weapons like your base M4, you level that up and do unlock challenges, and you can get the M16, a 458 SOCOM variant. We saw the M4 Fight Late LMG variant.
Okay, that's interesting. I want to see how that actually plays out. Are they going to have that in Warzone?
Was obtained via this unlock tree as well. So you see that there's going to be a lot of different variants that are pre-built here with this in Modern Warfare 2 that may account for some of what we've already seen in these trailers, where what we see could very well be those more specific variations, but they may just fall underneath one base weapon. So while this isn't necessarily the full list that we have on offer, and we're definitely going to see more base LMGs, more snipers, more melees, more pistols, and things like that, we could also just be seeing the tip of the iceberg here. We could have an ample amount of weapon variants that are unlockable underneath all of these base weapons as well. And given how many different M4 variants there are out there, that's a great example of what this could become. So right now, just know
if they were to put variants in this game, I think it'd be sick. Unlockable variants.
So just want to fill you guys in here again, keep you up to date with everything.
But they got to make it like so there's a lot of variants. There's not just 5 variants. There's like 30 variants.
Variants maybe out of this unlock tree that we'll see in Gunsmith.
Cool.
Whatever the case, drop your thoughts below.
And then they could like make OP variant, not OP variants, but they can make it like camo variants for like DLC or like pay to get cool stuff.
See you guys later. Take care and peace.
I'm excited to see this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, every weapon so far, all 26 updated base weapons, from submachine guns, AR, shotguns, LMGs, pistols, launchers, knives. Oh man, let's get ready. It's gonna be a nice Call of Duty season when this Call of Duty drops. I'll see you guys in that video. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'm out of here.